Yeah, sometimes I just get annoyed. It's a spiritual thing. Like, when you hear the enemy talking, and they have what's the main issue? They have habits of calling each other dirty. I think they need to get over themselves because the people who they're trying to call dirty, like if you actually check that person's actions and you see for a fact that person has actually tidied themselves and stuff, and you just want to, it just, oh, they got perfumes here. They got some cute perfumes. Oh, we got a little seat. Okay, let me stop. Okay. Yeah, they have like really bad habits of calling each other dirty and stuff, and it's getting kind of annoying because if you check the facts, some of the people that some of the people that they're trying to call dirty, they're not actually dirty. So all that, like, all those efforts of them trying to deflect off of their laziness, or how they're inadequate, how they're not doing things for themselves. Okay, how much is that bra there? Yeah, $25. 30. Is it Victoria's Secret or something? Oh, it's Victoria. Okay.
Tomorrow I coming to watch.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
Yeah. I need it. Oh, the slippers look good too. Those slippers look nice. Sometimes I go to the Mexican market when you're broke as hell, guys. Sometimes we get some good stuff here. Some people don't know poverty. I know poverty. You know struggle moments? Okay. But anyway, yeah. Some people, like, they have like really, really bad habits of calling people dirty or smelly or whatever. And it's starting to really annoy me because most of the people who are trying to tear down other people, those are the ones who have the low self-esteem, and a lot of people can see it, right? You're saying that towards that female because you have low self-esteem, or you just want to be a devil and you're trying to stop that person from being active, or you don't want that person to have confidence. That's so demonic. But the point is that people know. They think they don't know who they are. We know who they are. We know their motives. They need to get over calling people dirty. I understand this is the United States of America, and back in the day, um, there were a lot of issues dealing with. I think it had to do with like people who used to work in the slave people's homes and people who were outside. I guess there's a whole. I guess back in the day, there were just large groups of people who were just dirty, dirty people. You know what I mean? So they're trying to associate when they're calling people dirty. They're trying to like put people in categories. Like they're trying to push people in certain areas and stuff. It's just wrong. I don't want anyone lying on me. I don't want anyone coming around me and knowing for a fact that they don't even have critical thinking skills to understand. Like, excuse me, this is 90-degree weather, okay? And the population in these areas, it's a very dense population. There's a lot of pollution. The streets aren't necessarily clean. These are older areas, right? So it's like, what are you trying to prove? You're trying to say that you're better than the other person because you're just assuming that person is not clean. People see them for who they are. They're not the ones who are clean. If you're not getting up out of your bed to shower at least every other day or at least every 3 days, if people don't see them doing that, they are dirty. If you have like huge piles of laundry sitting near your bed, sitting there for weeks on end, months on end, and you're not going to the laundromat or you're not going to the cleaners with your stuff, don't walk around and call anybody dirty. If someone goes into the bathroom and they know they see that woman go into the bathroom, and when they come out, not so fresh, and you're not doing any effort Don't walk that particular female. Don't walk around call nobody dirty. If there's a man that went out and did a 9 to 5, and he come in all sweaty from working 90 degrees outside, and he come in and change his clothing and shower and everything, and he has his dirty laundry on the side of his bed because he can't wash his clothing until the weekend or probably next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. And you got but that person put an effort to make sure that their dirty laundry is in a laundry bag and it's hidden away from people so they can't really see it. But just because you see that person, don't call that person dirty. Okay? Think. Learn to think. That's my motive. Those women in there, learn to think.